Chamberlain, don't you ever call me Jabal. Like I said before, you will get devoured. But don't you ever call me Dwight Howard.
Big Shamrock, Diesel, Shaq Fu, Mayor McShack. Nicknames likened to one of the most jovial and beloved players in NBA history. At 7 foot 1 inches, 324 pounds, the big man has an even bigger heart. Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. Now, like any good basketball player, Shaq can talk trash. Not just on the court, but off it too. And he wasn't always Mr. Sunshine. That's why we had to break down times Shaq disrespected NBA players. Number 6. JaVale McGee. McGee and O'Neal have had a legendary ongoing beef. It got so bad that even Shaq's mom had to get involved. It all started back on Shaq'd and a Fool, where JaVale was used time and again pretty much as a punching bag. For whatever reason, Shaq and the guys on his program decided to take JaVale to the mats. They regularly showed videos of the player where they brutally teased his playing style and mistakes. Then things started to change. JaVale's career got bigger and badder. He joined the Warriors and started playing like he never had before. Even so, if JaVale made one slip-up, even the tiniest mistake, he found himself on Shaq'd and a Fool. JaVale made it clear he was ready to throw down. Well, on Twitter that is. He started tweeting and chirping all kinds of trash at O'Neal. He knew it was going to take a lot of noise to get the big man to listen. While it's not clear what tweet finally broke the camel's back, Shaq took it personally. The Twitter war had begun. Shaq called out JaVale, saying he was only going to be remembered for being on Shaq'd and a Fool. He made it clear the only reason JaVale had gotten big was because he was on a better team now. JaVale came out and told O'Neal that he was no longer going to be silent. That's when Shaq posted a photo of JaVale's face photoshopped on a homeless man's body. The legendary Kevin Durant stepped in and tried to cool things off. He told reporters that Shaq's company is the one driving him to create these feuds as they get more viewers. He also felt that Shaq had started taking things way too far. As soon as Shaq saw KD's interview, he stepped in and said, "Mind your own business. This isn't for you." Eventually, it got so bad that Shaq's mom stepped in and JaVale's mom stepped in to try and calm things down. Number 5. Rudy Gobert. One of the most random beefs of all time was when Shaq took shots at Rudy Gobert. What most people don't know is that this beef has a history that goes back 2 whole years ago. At the time, Shaq made fun of Rudy for being snubbed from the All-Star game. Shaq told him, "There's no crying in basketball, Rudy. Man up. Get some icy hot for your face, Rudy." Rudy had never interacted with Shaq before, nor had they ever played together, so it seemed completely random to Rudy and fans all over. For whatever reason, Shaq decided he'd strike again. When the topic of Rudy Gobert's contract came up on the All-Star Things Covered podcast, Shaq made his move. Rudy had just recently signed a 5-year deal for $205 million. It was the biggest deal for a center in NBA history. He'll make $46 million in 2025 alone. That's more than $20 million in any season during Shaq's prime. On the program, Shaq said, "If you average 11 points in the NBA, you can get $200 million. The podcast hosts were pretty shocked at that savage remark. It didn't stop there though. Shaq posted a Photoshop photo of him dunking on Rudy. Rudy tried clapping back, but those tweets didn't really do much. He wrote, "There is no beef. If people want to keep speaking negatively about me, it's on them." Things sort of fizzled out for now. Number 4. Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard's beef with Shaq got so bad that it eventually turned into a rap battle. Lillard showed up on the Joe Budden podcast to talk about his new album, but being an NBA player, he also got asked a few basketball questions. Budden asked how he stacked up compared to other MC NBA players. When he asked if he thinks he raps better than Shaq, Lillard cannily remarked that he is better than Shaq. Of course, it's no surprise that Shaq was going to respond. Instead of taking to Twitter though, Shaq decided to record his own diss track. He had lines like, "Take your time to respond, there is no hurry. You'll never be Westbrook, never be Steph Curry. What's in your wallet, American Express or Visa? Talking like you Braun, you ain't even Trevor Ariza." Damian Lillard quickly took it personally and came out with his diss track called "Rain, Rain, Go Away." He had lines like, "He says he is the GOAT, I came for his body. Platinum cuz he bought the copies. I fill the tank up with diesel, you jealous of me and I see you. Cause on this day, originals just can't mess with the sequel." Now most fans would agree it's pretty clear that Lillard probably won this battle. One thing is clear, when it comes to having beef with Shaq, no one is safe. Not current players, not legends, no one. Number 3. Scottie Pippen. It all started when Shaq posted a photo with a lineup of some of the best Chicago Bulls players and some of the best Lakers players. The caption read, "We would beat them by 50. What do you think? Let me know and don't hold back." When Scottie saw this post, he felt disrespected and decided he'd clap back. He posted a photo of him with Michael Jordan and wrote, "Sorry Shaq, but I don't get caught up with the hypotheticals. All I know is we won 6 titles, twice the amount you claimed while in LA." Shaq was mad to say the least. In fact, he got reckless on the Dan Patrick Show. Shaq stuck to his guns and doubled down on his claims that the best 5 Lakers would be the best 5 Bulls players. Shaq said that Scottie was a bum. He went on to say that, "I'm the bridge, Scottie is the water, he'll always be under me." Immediately after this, things heated up between the two players. Shaq posted the same photo that Scottie posted, but he plastered Jordan's face over Scottie's. He told Scottie that Jordan did most of the work and even compared him to being a sidekick like Robin, while Jordan was Batman. Scottie responded to Shaq saying, "Game over, Shaq. All that's ever mattered to me is winning, and we did plenty of that in Chicago." His photo showed him wearing all 6 of his championship rings. Number 2. Dwight Howard. Probably Shaq's most infamous all-time beefs was the one between him and Dwight Howard. Dwight was drafted to the Magic. He dressed up as Superman for the dunk contest and eventually joined the Lakers. That's almost identical to Shaq's career. He was drafted to Magic, joined the Lakers, he's nicknamed Superman. The similarities are a bit weird to say the least. Even though Howard is an unbelievable player, Shaq refused to give him any credit. When the Lakers signed Dwight for the 2019 season, Shaq had a pretty crazy response. When a reporter asked just after the breaking news, Shaq said, "Who? I don't know him." Later, when Kobe said that if Shaq had the same work ethic as him, they'd have 12 rings. Shaq still managed to make it about Dwight Howard. On Twitter, Kobe said there was nothing but love between Shaq and himself, and there was no beef between them. When Shaq responded, he said, "I thought you were talking about Dwight." Not only that, but he purposely spelled his name wrong in the tweet too. Later, when Dwight Howard had the biggest moments in his career winning a championship with the Lakers, Shaq came at him too and criticized him for making it all about himself. Number 1. Charles Barkley. Before Inside the NBA, Barkley and Shaq had a beef that went back to their infamous rivalry. In fact, during one matchup against each other, the two ended up brawling right on the court. They hated each other that much. Over the years, the two eventually became good friends and had become a dynamic duo on the hit show Inside the NBA. Everything was fine until the two argued just after LeBron James won a championship with the Cavs. At the time, Shaq was saying that James was going to need more help if he wanted to win again the next year. Barkley disagreed, and the entire thing quickly descended into a full-out argument. Shaq even went so far as to say to Barkley that he never knew about going back-to-back in championships. Later in 2019, things came to boil again when Barkley started calling Shaq names on air. He called him Mr. Sensitive. Shaq got heated quickly, saying that he was going to knock Barkley out right there on national TV. Of course, things had simmered down a lot between the two, and they remained good friends. One thing is clear though, you don't want to be on Shaq's bad side. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new updates. This has been Times Shaq Disrespected NBA Players.